Yes. Okay. Okay.
Good morning, Ekoji, and welcome to our Sunday morning service. My name is La, and I will be your service chair for today. We are grateful for your presence. Today is a special observance of Infujan, the fall equinox. We are being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. On the Nigerian today is our resident minister, Reverend Hayashi. Our main priority is keeping our Sangha a safe place to hear and encounter the Dharma. Although we are very happy to see each other, please be mindful of others' comfort levels. Please keep in mind the following policies. Keep your masks on at all times and be mindful of social distancing. We are allowed to chant along with Reverend Hayashi since we have our masks on. Thank you for your understanding. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in opening meditation and recitation of the hymns.
Meditation provides a pause that prepares our mind to receive the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings. Please place your hands on your lap, lower your head slightly, and release tension for meditation. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Please find the laminated sheet in front of your service book. We will now sing the Vandana Kisarana if you refugees. Please rise. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please be seated. Please turn to page 30 in your service book. We will now chant Oshishinai. This morning, Reverend Arashi will give the Dharma message followed by a reading.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our special observance, which is called Oshigang. So this Oshigang service occurs twice a year, spring and the fall equinox. And during an equinox, the day and night are of equal length, and the weather tends to be, mild and very pleasant. So this word, Oshigang, this higang, this word, higang literally means the other shore, which is referred to as the realm of enlightenment. So Oshigang is a time for us to, pause, relax, and contemplate on the realm of enlightenment that reminds us of the truth and the value of life. We have many rituals, we do during service. And last month, I talked about ritual of, placing the service book against your forehead before and after we chant sutras. And we refer to this ritual as itadaku. We call it itadaku. And it's this gesture is to show our respect and gratitude to the Buddha and his teachings, as well as all the people who passed down the teachings to our time. So this is why we itadaku, we place the service book against our forehead. So another Buddhist ritual we do during the service is the recitation of the Nembutsu, reciting Namo Amida Butsu. So today I want to talk about what this Namo Amida Butsu means. So first, Namo of Namo Amida Butsu in Sanskrit means to bow or to take refuge. So Namo means to bow or to take refuge. And Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu is another way of saying Amida Buddha. Therefore, Namo Amida Butsu literally means to bow to Amida Buddha or to take refuge in Amida Buddha. So that's what Namo Amida Butsu literally means. And as I mentioned before, doctrinally, Amida Buddha is understood to be the embodiment of the truth of enlightenment, which is wisdom and compassion, but in a personified form of a Buddha. Thus, Amida Buddha is known as the Buddha of wisdom and compassion. Now, some might think, why we need the truth to be embodied? Why do we need the truth to be embodied? Doctrinally, the ultimate nature of the truth of enlightenment has no form and is colorless and nameless. It is beyond dualistic reasoning and verbal description. So the truth of enlightenment, we could easily say truth of enlightenment, but it's more than just a word. Since the truth of enlightenment has no form and is colorless and nameless, it is extremely difficult for us, with our limitation of comprehension to grasp it or even engage with it, since, it doesn't have any form. To make it possible for us to engage with the truth of enlightenment, the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, expressed the truth of enlightenment in finite terms and concepts that we know to help us understand the truth of enlightenment. The truth of enlightenment, which was formulated into finite terms and concepts, is embodied as Amida Buddha. However, the higher form of the embodiment of Amida Buddha is the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, because it is formless and so does not have a concrete form. We can write Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, in the 6 characters as we have in the center. So that's a Namo Amida Butsu written in 6 characters. So we can write it down. But when we recite it, there's only the sound, and the sound has no concrete form. In addition, doctrine holds that it is not that we recite the Nembutsu, but the Nembutsu itself causes us to recite it. The Nembutsu itself causes us to recite it. The English translation of Namo Amida Butsu is I take refuge in Amida Buddha. This is how it is translated in English, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, where we are clearly identified as the caller because we are the subject of the sentence. But this is not true in the original phrase of Namo Amida Butsu, where there is no subject. Because Namo of Namo Amida Butsu mean only to take refuge. So there's no I in it. Thus, Shinran, the founder of our denomination of Shin Buddhism, says that the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu we recite is not we who call on Amida, but Amida calling on us through us. The term Buddha in Sanskrit is Tathagata. Tathagata. You will find that word Tathagata in our service book. So the Buddha in Sanskrit is Tathagata, meaning that which comes from the truth. That which comes from the truth. In this regard, one of my colleague minister, Reverend Shinazgawa, says, the truth is that the truth works on the untruth, and as it makes us aware that the untruths are untrue, it has the power to transform them into the truth. I'm going to repeat it again. The truth is that the truth works on the untruth, and as it makes us aware that the untruths are untrue, it has a power to transform them into the truth. Therefore, Amida Buddha or Amida Tathagata is a great force, power, or energy, whatever you want to call it, that is working on us to awaken us to the oneness of all things. And this great force is what causes us to, recite the Nembutsu. A Shin Buddhist scholar, Dr. Titus Uno says, if I were to translate Nembutsu into English, it will be the name that calls, the name that calls. Therefore, we do not call on Amida Buddha, but we are caused to take refuge in Amida Buddha. Of course, this is, doctrine, this is easy to say. It's easy for me to explain, but it's actually hard to, naturally accept your recitation of Nembutsu as the call of Amida Buddha. The Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu may not spontaneously come out of you. And this is also true for me, honestly. The more I try to recite the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu spontaneously, the more I conscious, the more conscious I become. In this regard, Reverend Shigaraki, another well-known Shin Buddhist scholar, says, the Nembutsu should be recited in our everyday lives, even if it does not immediately give us comfort or fill us with a deep sense of gratitude. That is something that will come with time. For example, we feel comfort and gratitude towards our parents, relatives, and teachers because we have been calling on their names for innumerable times. Someone who has not or who refused to call their parents, relatives, and teachers' name might not get a sense of gratitude towards them. Therefore, it is through the experience of our continuous recitation that gradually brings comfort and a sense of gratitude. So if the Nembutsu does not come out from you spontaneously at first, it will become so with practice. If you recite it again and again, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, you and the Nembutsu will gradually become one, and the comfort you discover in it will always remain with you. And over time, the Nembutsu can turn into your appreciation for the opportunity that was given to you. Therefore, on this occasion of Ohigang, so it is a time for us to recite the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, and listen to the call of Amida Buddha to us from the other shore, that is the realm of enlightenment. Please join me in Gassho. By reciting the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded what makes our individual lives even more meaningful, and we are also reminded the Dharma in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. I would like to do a reading to conclude my Dharma talk. This is from our founder, Shinnan's words. How joyous I am, my heart and mind being rooted in the Buddha ground of the universal vow, and my thoughts and feelings flowing with the Dharma ocean, which is beyond comprehension. I am deeply aware of the Tathagata's immense compassion, and I sincerely revere the benevolent care behind the master's teaching activity. No more notes.
During this part of the service, we traditionally participate in the ritual of Oshoko, the burning of incense. However, due to the interim policy of the board and the influence of the COVID virus, incense burning is not currently being allowed due to the handling of incense pieces and the smoke that it produces. We do invite you to come to the front table, offer gato, and if you wish, place any dana, which is our offering of gratitude, in the bowl on the table. Please approach mindfully with safe distancing, and once finished, please return to your seats via the side aisles. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in closing meditation and recitation of the Mantra.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
It is now time for our Sunday announcements. Meditation will take place this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. in the Honda. No prior experience is required and all are welcome. Please help us put the garden to bed for the season and enjoy a picnic lunch with your Sangha friends on Saturday, September 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The RSVP procedures and additional details can be found on our events page. Our Buddhist movie discussion group will be meeting today at 2 p.m. in the Ekoji Zoom room to discuss the pig. The link to join can be found on the events page. And immediately after the service today, our Dharma discussion group will be meeting via Zoom. If you'd like to participate, please feel free to pull a chair up to the microphone and join in the discussion. That's it.
So I
I won't be here next Sunday, but so, this is the last Sunday that Jane and I, along with my family, will both be at service in person. So I wanted to take this opportunity to express my, deepest gratitude to her, for her dedication. She was once a president of the board, she was a treasurer of the board, she was on the committee, she once was the office manager. So, I really appreciate her dedication and devotion to Ekoji Sangha during the past 12 years. Jane, can you come forward?
I'm not dying.
So we have a special gift from my son.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. That concludes our service for today. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Namo Amida Butsu.
No, no,
Namo Amida Butsu.
no,
Namo Amida Butsu.
no.